Hello there.
Oh, me? Hey, how's it
Yeah,
going?
it's going okay, I guess.
You guess? Why? It needs to be more than I guess.
That was the best intro yet, I feel like.
I think so too.
So I was trying to think of which way I could go. I could do the Blink song, Hello There. I could do the quote from Star Wars 3, where
Oh
he
yeah.
jumps down. He's like, hello there.
Well,
I
hello
can't do
there.
his accent.
Right. Well, I think. I
Well,
think.
welcome back. We're here again for no reason. I don't know why we do this, but we're here again
For our 5 listeners,
for our enjoyment, okay?
yeah,
We do this for us.
for us, you guys just
Well,
happen to
I
be.
do. I don't know why Kyle does it, but that's why I do it.
I do it for the fans. I do it for
I,
the fame.
I can
For
respect that.
for
Oh,
everything.
and
that I
only
can
for
get
the
out of it.
fame.
Yeah. For the fame, the money, everything.
Well, here we
Well,
are again. What is this, number 10? I
is
can't
it?
believe we made it this far. Honestly,
This
I thought I would have quit by now.
you you're just giving up. The whole reason I got a new laptop was to mostly.
Was that the main reason why you got the laptop?
I mean, I was doing just fine without a laptop for the longest time, and then you guys were harping on me getting one.
You didn't need one, but
Did I need one?
yes,
I
you need
don't
a
think
laptop.
I don't think you need it as long as you have some form of access to the internet, which is most people's phone.
You were using your 10-year-old tablet, what was it? iPhone?
My iPhone 7, thank you.
Oh, no, it was your iPod Touch, wasn't it?
What?
What
Oh
was
no,
the
the
thing you
other
were
thing,
using?
the Verizon tablet.
Oh, yeah, that's what it is.
That was only when I needed 2 things to be connected to the internet, which was like next to never. Unless we were playing Quiplash? No. What's the
Yeah, that's what we used it for.
Right, what's the is that what the gaming thing is called? Quiplash? Or is that one of the modes of it?
I don't know.
I don't remember now. Huh.
We'll find out
It's-
at a later time.
Yeah, it's not really important.
So what's been happening, man? Let's do this.
Let's do this. What's been happening? Not much has been happening since my last encounter with you over the Greasy Monkey Show waves, the airwaves.
Airwaves.
Yeah, not much has happened.
Interwebs.
Um, really just, going to work per usual, and I'm trying to think, watched a couple movies.
Did you watch Interstellar again?
No.
Oh, usually when you bring up movies, you just watched it.
No. When was it? Last night? Yeah, last night I just watched this movie called Hostels with Christian Bale.
Um.
It's like the Western where he.
Oh yeah, I remember that.
Yeah. So
Is it on Netflix?
it's on Netflix, yeah.
Yeah.
So I had added it to my watch list a little while back, and then last night I just felt like watching a movie, so I watched that. So it's pretty good.
Sweet.
Yeah. What's new with you?
Um. This last weekend, I went to a cabin, like an hour and a half away from here. It was nice to get away, from stuff, from this apartment for once.
Right. Yeah.
But,
How
I was trying to stay off my phone, because you're out doing stuff outdoors.
Right.
I didn't do a very good job of it though.
Why is that?
'Cause I still feel I'm habitually checking it, But you had bad signal, so that kind of helped.
Right.
But
And I guess you don't really, if you're out doing stuff, you don't want to necessarily leave your phone at wherever you're staying, because if something were to happen while you're outdoors, you
Yeah.
have some type of potential way to contact somebody.
I don't know. I feel like I'm always checking my phone. I wanted to take a break from it.
Yeah.
I've got an addiction. Now I think a lot of people do that. But just they're always looking at their phone. But yeah. What I was trying to do is I just texted my dad. I was like, hey, I'm out here. I'm not gonna be able to check my phone. Like, if I have bad signal, don't worry about it.
Right.
But yeah, I still ended up checking it a lot.
So where exactly did you guys go?
Um, do you know where Dunellen is?
I don't know if I could point it out to you on a map, but I've heard the name of the place.
How do I describe it? It's kind of on the way to Gainesville, I would say.
Okay. So like northeast of Tampa area, I guess.
Just north.
Just north?
Yeah.
Okay.
But yeah, there's a river that the town is on.
Mm-hmm.
Very small town. Went to a restaurant there, which was on the river, which was cool, but it was freezing.
Was it?
Well, I guess for normal Florida, it was really cold.
Okay.
40s and 30s at night.
Right. That is pretty cold.
No, it was a lot of fun. It was nice to get away.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
You guys just like walked trails and stuff.
Yeah.
Nice.
But that's about it.
That's about it. All right.
Yeah.
Well, it's I guess the only thing I did with my weekend was just watch football, all the playoffs. So
We were able to watch the games, which was nice.
yeah,
I wasn't expecting to get cable out there. But
yeah. I was kind of torn about how to feel about watching football all weekend. Like, part of me was like, this is all I'm doing. But then the other part was like, wow, like there's a lot of good football on. So
yeah, I know that feeling.
So I was like, I guess I probably landed after the weekend. I was like, all right, you know what? I'm glad I watched, the games that I watched, and obviously it helps that my team, the Bucks, won.
Right.
So that helps with the overall feeling of the weekend. Looking back,
We kind of had it on as background noise. It was
yeah,
just hanging out.
nice.
But
Okay.
they were good games, though.
Yeah, I think that most of the games that we watched were enjoyable. The least of which was the Saints and Bears game. That was a bit of a drag.
Yeah.
So, that was strange that Nickelodeon was airing one of the games.
That was really weird.
Yeah, I'm not
I didn't get
really
that.
sure why they did that, but maybe they're just like experimenting with that type of stuff. But
What was different about it on Nickelodeon? Is it?
Well, apparently they use like these, like, so all right. So for instance, when somebody scored a touchdown, each of the pylons on the TV turned into like a slime cannon. So like it made it look like slime was going everywhere. They had SpongeBob's face in the field goal posts when somebody would take a field goal. They did like young Sheldon would explain penalties to the kids watching. And then at the end, Sean Payton, which I guess just because he won, got slimed in front of the camera.
Oh, I didn't even see that.
Like I think I saw that on Instagram. Like NFL had posted or something like that, and he did like hey, I'm Sean Payton, head coach of the Saints, and we just won our wild card weekend playoff game, and then they dumped slime on him.
Mm-hmm.
So I mean, they just made it like, I guess, kid friendly or kid.
Right. That's still
Like,
weird, though.
It is strange because I'm like, what if kids don't want to watch it and they're just looking to watch cartoons? Then, you kind of take away one of their ways of watching. I don't know.
They're all demanding them to put cartoons back on.
So I just thought it was strange that of all places for them to try it was Nickelodeon. But I don't know. Maybe they got some, good viewer ratings and stuff like that. So it's just kind of different. So, which I'm not going to complain about there being different things since, it's still the 2020 season. And, if you're going to try new things, this was the season and year to do it.
Were all the games on Nickelodeon?
No, just that one.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
I don't know which channel it was, but I'm assuming that channel and Nickelodeon are owned by the same company.
Yeah, I think it was this. Is it CBS? Or
I don't remember.
Because you have CBS, Fox, and NBC. I'm pretty sure that was the CBS one. So that's my guess. Yeah, it had to be, because isn't Young Sheldon on CBS?
I have no idea.
Well, that's what my guess is. So for all the viewers out there that are going to fact check me, go ahead. I challenge you.
Are you a big Young Sheldon fan?
No. I'm just thinking about when I would watch football and then you'd see those commercials come up for that show. And I'm pretty sure I don't think it's Fox. Pretty sure it's CBS.
I don't think it's NBC. So.
No, definitely not NBC. So.
Well, yeah, that's a little weird thing, I guess, to start off on then.
Yeah. So,
football on Nickelodeon.
Yeah, football and Nickelodeon. It is weird. I think it's important that we discuss that it's a little weird, but we don't have to do anything about it because we don't know how it turned out.
We can't do anything about it.
No. No, and I'm not calling any action to anybody to do anything about it.
Yeah, I know a lot of people listen to your calls to action.
Yeah. Yeah, so I guess that just segue into, since we're talking about people listening to my calls to action, should we listen to my segment regarding celebrity news?
I'm so excited for this. I've been waiting all week.
Oh, well, I hope you don't have your expectations set sky high on this.
Oh, well,
But
too late.
so I came across this one headline, and it says, Anne Hathaway says everyone's been calling her the wrong name her entire career. And then
what?
huh?
What do you mean the wrong name? She goes by that name. Why wouldn't you just change your name then?
It says then, call me Annie, please.
What a twist.
So her explanation is that when she was just getting into the acting field of work,
Profession.
the acting profession, that she had to fill out a card for the Screen Actors Guild, and she filled out her name as Anne Hathaway, which is her actual name. And then she's like, the problem is that there's only one person that calls her Anne, and that's her mom when she's really mad. So she's like, well, I want to be called Annie. So she's requested to be called Annie, but I'm pretty sure I know the real reason why she wants to be called Annie. It's because she's always thinking that she has this like hard knock life. And so she's like, you know what? I want people to equate me to the play Annie. When they see me, they need to know that I've gone through a lot to get to where I am today. It's a hard knock life for her. It's a hard knock life for her. Instead of kisses, she gets kicks. Instead of, wait, I don't know the rest of it, but yeah, I'm pretty sure that that's what it was. I just thought it was weird that, after all these years of people calling her Anne, you'd think that, yeah, if it was really that big of a deal,
yeah, you would have changed it a while ago.
You would have changed it a while back.
She's not newly famous.
But I think she's just now discovering that, you know what? I want to be
Annie from the musical.
I want to be Annie from the musical. Exactly. Or maybe she's trying to land a gig on, an even newer version of Annie, not the one with Jamie Foxx.
She's too grown to play Annie, you would think.
It doesn't matter. That's her childhood dream, and she wants to do it. And that's what I'm sticking to. So, yeah. So I thought that was kind of strange. I came across that one, and I thought it was worth noting. It was a little weird.
That would be like if my stage name was Daniel, because like only my mom calls me Daniel. And I went through, like, how long has she been famous? For like 10 years? More than that?
Definitely more than that.
And think about the whole time I'm itching to change it to Danny.
but now you say something.
Now is the time.
Yep. So I thought that was something weird.
It's a bit strange.
Yeah. All right. So this one, once again, goes back to the royal family. They seem to just be all about being in the Greasy Monkey show. Just can't stay out of the news. You have a vendetta
against the royal family.
I don't. They're just always in the headlines that catch my eye. This headline in particular is a little bit of an eyebrow raiser.
Okay.
It says, Prince William secretly volunteered at a homeless shelter over the holidays. Why is he keeping it a secret?
Please tell me.
Well, I have more than what is considered a theory. I'm pretty sure this is based on truth. And, all right, so hear me out. All right. When people volunteer at anywhere, any type of volunteer work, why would they want to keep it a secret? Isn't that something that you'd want to be proud of? Like, you give your time. You don't have to broadcast it, but why keep it secret? Unless you're volunteering, quotes on volunteering, at a homeless shelter when you have had a very, very difficult fall from grace from the financial realm, and you yourself are now homeless. So I'm pretty sure.
This is like the Kim Kardashian story.
Yeah. So, I mean, granted, it could be that Kate Middleton maybe kicked him out of the house, and
Maybe.
I'm not gonna put it all on the on
Was it
the
because of the temper
finances.
tantrum?
Huh?
It was because of the temper tantrum, wasn't it?
Yes, he didn't agree, and she kicked him out. But I'm thinking that it's a little weird that he's at this homeless shelter again, claiming that he's volunteering, yet secretly. I think that he's actually living there because he himself is homeless.
Do you have any theories of how that happened or why?
Well, how is one of two reasons. Like I said, Kate Middleton kicked him out. She fed up with him, not agreeing with her. Boom.
When she throws her temper tantrums.
Yeah, it was maybe during one of her temper tantrums. She's like, this was the worst Christmas ever. And this was the fallout here. That, or who knows, maybe he's not the best, financially sound guy. Gambled away some money, maybe lost some money. Maybe gave too much money to Kim K since she was maybe broke.
Well, I thought she was super supportive to Kate Middleton and her temper tantrums, like egging her on to keep doing it.
That William was?
Yeah.
I don't know if he was supportive of it, but I think he got it. He was entertained by it.
He was entertained?
Yeah, that's why he egged her on. It was something for him to watch. So I'm thinking that he isn't even volunteering there. He's actually homeless.
So he's out there living on the streets.
Well, that or at the homeless shelter.
True.
That he claims to be volunteering at. Secretly. So, I mean, the media is going to have
Nobody's volunteered to take him in or anything.
Would you?
Oh, I wouldn't.
Exactly.
Knowing about who else is in that family, a fucking vampire.
Yeah. Just makes you easy access as a victim.
He's luring people in.
He's trying to make people feel bad for him. Or maybe, hey, we're a trustworthy group.
I don't want to go there, but is anybody going to notice when a homeless guy goes missing?
Nobody notices. Nobody notices when a homeless guy goes missing. And so once they run out of homeless guys, it's going to
escalate from there.
Yeah.
This is important.
Yeah. So I thought it was
Please keep up with the royal family news. We have backstories for almost everybody now.
The only ones we're missing, or I guess, is Harry, right? We don't have any real news
and the
on
Queen.
Harry. Yeah, the Queen too. And I'm sure that there's some dirt there.
Oh, there's definitely some dirt.
I'm going to keep my eyes peeled.
Wasn't one of them connected to Epstein? I'm pretty sure.
Idea.
So there's some real stuff that goes on with the royal family.
Wow. Well, they're not safe from the Greasy Monkey Show.
Oh, they're not safe. We are on to them, or at least you are.
I'm on to them. I you know what? I'll say it. We're on to them. It's our show.
That's true.
We stand united as one.
I can't say I condone your kidnapping threats.
Kidnapping threats? It's funny you bring that up.
Oh, no.
So, first, I'd like to just say, Hilaria, listen close. All right, here's my next headline, which is going exactly as planned. Alec Baldwin is quarantining away from wife Hilaria and kids. And here's why. So, I figured if we're really going to make any headway with the Hilaria Baldwin debate, the scandal, if you will, some real action needs to be taken. All right, you listening, Hilaria? Because I hope you are. Because if you ever want to see Alec, if you ever want to see Alec again, you'll listen to me. You'll tell us. You'll tell us if you are actually Hispanic, or is it Spanish? I don't remember.
I think Spanish.
If you're actually
sort of Spanish.
Yes, if you're actually Spanish and if your name's really Hilaria, we need proof. All right. So, I made this whole thing happen under the cover of COVID. He's quarantining right now. He's not actually tested positive.
Wait, you actually kidnapped him?
No, not officially. But if you ask Hilaria and the kids, they haven't seen him for a little bit. So you tell me.
It's up in the air. Who knows? You're like
Yeah.
you're like the Zodiac killer or something.
I'm not a killer. I would never. But if you ask Hilaria, the 62, or no, she's not 62. But if you ask their 7-year-old daughter, Carmen, 5-year-old Raphael, 4-year-old Leonardo, or 2-year-old Romeo, or even 4-month-old Eduardo. Geez, he has a lot of kids.
Wait, so it's Leonardo,
You have Carmen, Raphael, Leonardo, Romeo,
I was
and
I was
Eduardo.
expecting the rest of the Ninja Turtles to go.
Yeah,
up.
Donatello shows up. Who else?
Michelangelo.
Oh yeah, Michelangelo.
They're all actually the Ninja Turtles.
That could be something. I should have looked more into that. But yeah, so he's apparently quarantining just to be safe. He's definitely doing
But
that
you know,
on his
it's
own will.
we'll say that with a wink. You know?
Right. They think that he's in the guest house near the house, but hopefully they don't open the door and realize that I did the Ferris
Or if you
Bueller's Day Off
haven't done
setup.
it yet, now is a very good time to do it.
Yeah. So Hilaria, I mean, balls in your court.
This is like a long-running thing. Now we have some kind of beef with.
We need to know, is she actually Spanish or not?
I completely agree. Like I said, I can't condone your actions.
It's weird that she's not responding to us. It's weird that she even brought it up in the first place. And it's important to discuss. The viewers need to know, or the listeners need to know.
Have we ever stopped to think that we're the weird ones? And
I
it's
mean, I know
important
it's a
to
little
discuss
weird.
ourselves.
That maybe.
No, that can't be. There's no way that's true.
Yeah. It's a possibility, but there's zero possibility. I mean, come on.
And even
Who are we
if
kidding
it
ourselves
was
here?
important, we couldn't do anything about it and shouldn't do anything
Right.
about it.
Right. If we did anything about it, then this show would cease to exist.
That's true.
So let's just think on that.
There was nothing more to that story.
Nope, nothing more.
Just a warning.
So yeah, so that one was a nice cap to our celebrity news bottle for this segment, for this episode, you know. So think on those 3 things. Anne Hathaway's real name, is it really Annie, or is she, have some other ulterior motives going on?
There's something shady there.
Yeah, Prince William quotes around volunteering at homeless shelters all of a sudden. Bad chance. And then Alec Baldwin is just mysteriously quarantining away from Hilaria. So that's a little bit more of a specific...
We need updates on both the royal family and the Baldwins every show now.
I don't know if I'll have an update for every show, but I'll try my best to find the next headline that comes up. So that
I'm sure at
for
the
me.
royal family every week there's a headline.
Oh, I'm sure. It usually you see something, but I'm telling you what, a lot of this celebrity news stuff is just boring. It's like, oh, so and so came out and like showed off this new outfit. Like, who cares?
I agree.
Give us what we want. The
You
weird,
need to go
the
to the
juicy.
National Enquirer where the real news is.
I should go. I should.
The
Look
Queen
into
is
that.
an alien? Question mark.
What was it? Harry and Meghan chased off, told never come back or whatever. Do you remember that picture I sent?
Yeah.
With, like William pointing, but it's not even his arm.
Yeah.
Oh
man.
yeah, so that's my segment for celebrity news and celebrity gossip. Again, if any of our listeners hear anything or have a celebrity that you want me to do some digging on,
Hear anything from
please
Hilaria,
comment.
please tell us.
Yeah. Anything about any of your favorite celebrities that you think is weird or needs some extra investigating, you tell me and I'll look into it.
Kyle will
That's
do
a
some
guarantee.
deep digging.
I will.
Celebrity archaeologist.
Yeah, I'll get my shovel.
I'll get my shovel. All right, so I guess we'll move on here. I'm just gonna say I said this last week, but I'm disappointed in this week's news.
Why?
There wasn't much, and most disappointingly, there was no weird animal news. And that's my favorite
weird
part.
animal news?
None.
Oh, that's always interesting. That's like where they have the best headlines. Most times they're lies, but they're
When
great
they
headlines.
make it seem like the animals are doing something human.
are making conscious efforts to break the law of some sort.
And again, I keep seeing the squirrel ones pop up. It just
telling
keeps
you, man.
popping up.
Those squirrels are feisty. They're tricky.
All right, so here we go. Number 1. It's loading. Woman's body discovery that sparked police search turns out to be a large potato.
A large what?
Potato.
Please explain.
An English dog walker got the shock of her life Tuesday when she stumbled across what appeared to be a human foot protruding through the dirt in the countryside. However, after police deployed a large-scale search team, large scale is in quotes, so they're implying it wasn't large scale?
I guess so.
To
It's actually 2 officers.
large scale. We got all our resources on it right now.
The 2 guys that were just hanging out at the station.
Maybe this person's already put in like weird reports in the past that were completely false.
They could. That's true.
So after police deployed a large-scale search team to the potential major crime scene, they discovered it was just a potato growing next to a mushroom.
Oh? So this lady thought that a human foot was just poking out of the ground? Like that somebody went through the effort to bury this body, but didn't quite finish the job. It didn't care or bother to go back and cover up that last little limb.
He walks right by. Oh my god, a foot! It's clearly a potato, like, coming out of the ground.
Like, did she not take a closer look, or did she just assume that, like, the first thing that her mind thought of when she saw that was the truth?
Oh my god, a foot. Alright. According to BBC News, the woman sent a photo of the root vegetable selection to police as soon as she got home from the walk. Northumbria police said the photo did show what appeared to be a human foot, so they deployed multiple officers to the scene.
Wow.
The search team did have a chuckle when they realized it was a potato, police said in a statement, adding praise for the unnamed woman's vigilance.
I mean, I guess I give her a little bit less of a hard time since they said it did look like a foot.
Yes.
But, I mean, I'm still skeptical to think that it looked that much like a foot.
I am too.
Like
Police
5
said
toes.
anyone in a similar situation should call them, stating, if it does turn out to be a vegetable, our police dogs will thank you for the treat.
Oh.
So there is a small picture. You know what? It kind of looks like a foot turned up, like the heel of a foot.
Does it?
But come on, like, did you not take a closer look? There's clearly stuff growing out of it.
That should be one of the thumbnails.
Okay, human foot found.
You be the judge.
All right, I'll keep that in mind. So, that was a bit weird.
That is a little weird. That is pretty weird. The lady's definitely a little weirder than most, I think, to assume that it's a foot. I don't care what kind of potato you're looking at.
No, let's give her the benefit of the doubt. Maybe she didn't have her glasses on or something.
True. Or maybe she saw it, thought it was a foot, and got so scared she started running home. Didn't even take a second look. She's like, I can't get closer.
My god, a foot. Started running.
She starts looking around like it's a busy walkway, like somebody's going to see her next to the foot and pair her with the crime.
Did the double take like in Mega Shark. Holy shit.
Holy shit. I'm getting married in 2 days.
Classic. If anybody hasn't seen that, watch Mega Shark versus Giant Octopus.
What a doozy of a weird movie.
Or just the airplane scene on YouTube, where the
Yeah.
shark jumps like 10,000 feet in the air.
Yeah, it's either an incredibly low-flying commercial airliner or that thing goes up that high. And I'm going to tell you that the thing goes up that high because it goes through the clouds. All right? So
But the guy before the shark jumps like double takes at the shark.
Like the most dramatic double take you could think. Not just like a slight one. He looks at it, looks back, and then looks back again.
And then says with the worst delivery, holy shit.
And then you can put together what happens next is a giant.
Please look it up.
Shark.
It's like 2 minutes on YouTube.
Yeah.
Anyways, let's move on.
Maybe we'll put a link. A link to that one.
All right. That's very important.
Yeah.
What the hell? It gave me the same. I'm going to have to look that one up. All right. Okay. French woman spends 3 years trying to prove she is not dead.
How do you prove you're not dead other than just showing up to places and saying, hey, I'm not dead?
Okay, so Jean Pouchain has not existed in the eyes of France's officials since 2017.
So as far as the top brass of France goes, as far as they're concerned, she's dead. They totally care.
Yeah, they were intentionally ignoring her, pretending she didn't exist.
She walks in and starts yapping, and then they're like, who left the window open? Because all I hear is wind.
You just think she's really annoying and trying to get her to go away.
It's like a little kid when you pretend that they're invisible, and they get really freaked out or really mad at you, and this is her.
What if everyone was doing that to her? It was like a mass conspiracy.
Then everybody, like people in the supermarket, the people on just walkers bys on the street, just
She
bumping
thinks
into
she's
her.
a ghost or something.
Like people just blatantly won't even look at her. Like she'll be talking. And wow.
Okay. In the flesh, she appears very much alive. Convincing the French authorities of this has been proven another matter. After being declared dead by a court, Pouchain has spent 3 years trying to have herself officially resuscitated. I don't understand how you can be declared dead.
Did they find a body and then incorrectly match her like DNA with it or something? Or did she have like an accident and like her heart stopped beating for long enough to be able to be declared dead? I don't know.
Slim
I don't
chance
understand.
of that.
I would say it's probably the first one.
After a
She's
long-running
miscorrectly
legal
identified.
dispute involving a former employee at her cleaning company, she has not existed in the eyes of France's administration. I went to see a lawyer who told me it would be quickly resolved, as I had been to my doctor who certified that I was very much still alive.
She had to go to the doctor to certify it.
But because there had been a legal ruling, this wasn't enough. Her lawyer was also astonished at her greatly exaggerated death. It's a crazy story. I couldn't believe it. I never thought that a judge would declare someone dead without a certificate. But the plaintiff claimed Mrs. Pouchain was dead without providing her any proof, and everyone believed her. Nobody checked. Nobody double-checked.
Oh, wow, they're like, all right, we take your word for it. We never liked her anyways.
So I'm trying to see, like, how that happens.
I don't know. I mean, so if depending on like what the case was, if they had to actually like rely on her testimony or something to do with her, and somebody says, well, she's dead, then
Maybe it was like a paperwork thing. I don't know.
Yeah, I don't understand. Like that's a pretty big misstep for the court system to do or to make, and then just declare somebody dead, like officially dead, and then make it that hard for somebody to then come back and say, no, I'm not dead.
Yeah, this is so stupid, I feel like.
Yeah.
This wouldn't
And
make
it's
any
also,
sense if you just show up alive, you know?
Right. And it's also like if they never did their research, then They never had any like DNA samples or fingerprint samples or whatever to take to declare somebody dead. And then how is she even going to be able to use those fingerprints to prove that that wasn't her that they declared dead?
Oh, so this is pretty crazy. In 2016, believing Pochain dead, an appeal court ordered her son and husband to pay the damages. The following year, the employee informed the Industrial Tribunal her letters to her former boss were unanswered and she had died. So she was scratched from official records, invalidating her identity card, driver's license, bank account, health insurance, and other official documents necessary to prove her existence.
So they scratched all that.
Yeah.
And so now she has nothing?
As her lawyer sought this week to have her officially resurrected, Prochain accused the former employee of inventing her demise in an attempt to win damages from her heirs. This is insane.
That is.
This will probably be a movie at some point.
That's wild. 3 years for all this to happen, and then...
Okay, the employee's lawyer counter-argued that Prochain was the author of her own demise and had played dead to avoid paying the damages.
Oh. So maybe this victim isn't so innocent.
Yeah, this is a crazy story. Who can we trust? You can't really trust anyone.
You can't trust anyone. Can you really trust anyone? No. The room taught us that.
It's time someone said stop. If I don't fight, nobody's going to fight for me. My husband's grandmother's 102. She has lived through many things, including the war, but she says she's never suffered anything as hard as I've been through.
That's a pretty big deal. Like, having all of those, like, impactful official documents that you need for a lot more than what you realize in your day-to-day life.
Yeah.
And go through that for 3 years.
That's insane, man. You can't get over this. Okay. Well, that was a bit weird. I'm glad we talked about it.
That was a bit weird, definitely. This is crazy.
And I still feel like it's going to be a movie at some point. But...
We'll mark it here first. If there's a movie about somebody declared dead when they're actually alive, and then all their stuff gets erased, and now they're trying to become resurrected, Danny called it.
I've called many things in the past.
Yes.
This show being a hit.
Yeah, that was. I mean, I thought it was a given, but you did call it.
We're already convinced that it's a hit.
We're basically famous.
We're delusional. All right, next one. Canadian woman caught walking husband on leash like a dog while breaking coronavirus curfew. Couldn't even get through that.
She's like out parading him. Like, she knows that she's breaking curfew. She knows that she's going to get the attention.
This is pretty bizarre. Okay. Locals are allowed to take dogs for walks while the curfew is in effect. It turns out men really aren't dogs. So a married couple in Quebec apparently decided to test out a loophole they thought they discovered in the local coronavirus regulations.
So they thought that they could really pull that.
Unfortunately for them, the authorities didn't agree that husbands can be considered pets.
Oh. So what happened to them? Did they get fined or something?
Yeah, fined over $12,000 for breaking
Holy
curfew.
Crap.
Yeah.
$12,000?
This is Quebec, so yeah.
I hope it was worth it. Jeez.
Officials reportedly told a local media outlet that the couple did not cooperate with police. The husband starts barking.
He like lifts his leg to try to pee on somebody. Yeah, like the husband barks or growls or something. He threatens them.
The woman also stated that she does not intend to pay the fine. Wow.
I wonder if they'll be able to get out of that. That's a hefty fine.
That is. I mean, but you're stupid for trying that.
Yeah. No, I agree. You're stupid for trying it, but Jesus, $12,000.
Maybe it was like a protest or something. Maybe they're just trying to make a statement.
Right.
I don't know.
Yeah. I mean, I'm not well versed in Canadian handling of
I'm sure it's more strict than it was here.
Oh, probably.
See, that was pretty weird. I wanted to see what your thoughts were on that.
That is pretty weird, though. I'm like mostly shocked by the amount of that fine, though.
Yeah, that was the most shocking part, not the husband on the leash.
Well, I mean, that part in the headline, but like, it's not as shocking since they orchestrated it to be that way.
Right.
You know? Now, if they thought that he was a dog or he was actually being treated like a dog, like that'd be weird. So I think it's weird that was the idea that they came up with and thought, you know what, this is it. This is
gonna get us around the curfew.
Yep. They'll be like, you. The cops are like, you know what, you're right. You got us. We can't do anything about that.
It's like something I don't know, a kid would do or something, like trying to get
Right.
around the rules and just being really stupid about it.
Yeah, like some middle schooler or something like that.
All right, well, let's move on to the next one.
All right.
This is the last of the weird news for today.
Okay.
Man self-injects magic mushrooms that grow in blood, causing organ failure.
Did he know that would happen? Self-injects this? You gotta be pretty confident in what you're injecting into you isn't gonna kill you.
Well, this explains a little more once you open it. A 30-year-old man with bipolar disorder injected himself with magic mushrooms in a failed attempt at a trip. Psychedelic mushrooms are meant to be eaten or drunk, not injected. Okay.
Say, like, how did he even inject it? Like,
maybe they'll tell
mushrooms are
us.
solid. Did he make it into like some type of mixture?
Well, I don't want to read about somebody that's having mental issues. I mean, that's not fun.
Right. That's not. It's definitely not. But you are the one that opened this can of worms.
I was hoping it was something like a bit more lighthearted. But a mounting body of research suggests psilocybin, the stuff inside magic mushrooms,
Right.
could be a treatment for people with differing magnitudes and durations of depression who haven't had success with traditional antidepressants. I have heard of that before.
I've never heard of that.
Yeah. The drug is not to be injected, however. Doctors found mushrooms growing in the man's bloodstream. That'd be insane.
That's creepy. That's like gives you the heebie-jeebies a little bit, like just stuff growing in the bloodstream.
Yeah. So now he's taking antifungal and antibacterial medication. So the man in the case study boiled the mushrooms in water, filtered the liquid through a cotton swab, and then injected the substance into his bloodstream.
So he went through a whole thing with this.
A couple of days later, he started to become overly tired, vomited blood, and developed jaundice, diarrhea, and nausea.
Ooh.
He started to go into organ failure.
Well, I guess mushrooms growing in your blood is going to do that to you.
Well, I don't know. I thought it was going to be better than that, but...
Yeah. It's definitely a weird thing to hear about. Kind of a downer. But definitely weird.
What would you think if psychedelic drugs actually do help with mental illness and stuff? What if you took acid and you feel better from depression or something like that?
I don't know.
There are some studies that argue for that. But
I mean, I have been fortunate enough not to have suffered from any type of depression.
Right.
So I would hate to, say a strong opinion on it. My initial thing would be I would hope that we wouldn't have to have those struggling with depression have to rely on a psychedelic drug, because those have more significant side effects, I think, than your, like, let's just say, like, marijuana use.
But what if it was just as effective as antidepressants without any of those side effects? And those are legal. I can't, magic mushrooms be legal.
I would just think that the impact that mushrooms and stuff would have on your mental processing.
I don't have enough information to argue against that.
Right. I don't either, but that's just me going off of my...
I don't think mushrooms are that bad. Acid's worse. But...
Huh.
Whatever.
I've never done drugs, so I don't know.
You're not into drugs?
Definitely not. I said no to drugs.
Wait. You did?
Yeah. I've never smoked anything, taken anything, or done anything.
But you inject insulin all the time.
Oh, all right. Well, that's a little different. That gets me so high, man. It makes me feel normal. I need insulin. If I don't have it,
yeah, you got to get your fix.
Yeah, I'd probably die without it. So
the withdrawals would be intense.
They would be. The side effects of the withdrawals would probably be death. But
all right, well, that's it for the weird news for today. I'm sorry if it was a bit disappointing.
Well, the foot one was kind of funny.
I just wanted some more animal news, man. Those always are funny to me.
Yeah.
All right.
So there's hamsters trying to be Willy Wonka.
Where are we at for time?
We're at 45, almost 46 minutes.
Okay, so I can bring up the topic that we were going to talk about last weekend.
Oh, okay.
I wanted to get your opinion on this.
All right, shoot.
How do you feel about like horoscopes and astrology and things of that nature?
I don't really buy into the stuff.
You really buy into it?
I said I don't really buy into it. I think that for the most part, like it's kind of like fortune telling.
Mm-hmm.
That if you say stuff that's just vague enough, people think that it applies to them because it's so vague.
Right.
And I feel like that's what it is for horoscopes. Is that, you say some generalized things that most people go through. Because think about this. If you read the horoscopes on every single one, you could probably think like, oh, that I could tie that to something in my life.
Right.
Going on right
if
now
it's general
or I've
enough.
gone through.
Yeah.
Yeah. So that's what I kind of think of it.
I think if it's a bunch of horse shit, I don't care if my listeners, like we lose listeners to that.
What made you bring this up?
I don't know. I mean, we've talked about like supernatural things in previous episodes. So, but I do have this website that can match your compatibility, but we're both the same sign.
We are. We're both Libras.
I wanted to see if it was going to be funny. So.
Okay.
Okay, well, the first category is sexual and intimacy, so I don't know if you want me to go through that.
I don't know. You're the one that brought this up, man.
A great thing about the relationship of two Libras is in their understanding of tasteful behavior. That's true. We're very tasteful.
We are. We are the most tasteful type of people that you'll ever come about.
They seem to fit perfectly when it comes to not crossing the line.
I don't think we've ever crossed any lines, so
we haven't, made any threats, anything of that nature.
Yeah, nothing.
And being as moderate in their sexual expression as possible. Okay.
All right. There we go.
So this is supposed to be between us. Like this will help them build a strong relationship in time. They don't start judging each other as soon as one of them jumps out of their strict routine.
Strict routine? I hardly have a routine.
So according to this, we have a 65% match of sexual and intimacy.
Wow. So great.
Okay, 80% communication and intellect.
Oh,
okay, I'm confused. We're the same sign. Wouldn't it just be 100% for everything?
See, I don't understand how it all works, but I think that like just because you're the same sign doesn't mean that you would mesh well. It's like if you had two people that, let's just say one sign is like really strong-minded.
Right.
Like two strong-minded people don't always get along. Like they'll butt heads, Or like two indecisive people.
Yeah, I get what you're saying.
So
this is the summary of it. I'll just skip to the end. This is it for starting to date, though. It might be difficult for them to find a purpose of their contact, for they both seem to share a mission and a goal that is connected to other people. I don't know about that.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know if I have a strong opinion on it.
If they find a meeting point combining their activities and sticking to their shared values, they have a tendency to become a perfectly balanced couple.
Well, nice.
The only thing missing in both of them, very hard to develop, is the sense of mutual respect with no passive judgment or expectations.
We're a great pair, but I do not respect you. And you don't respect me. Or maybe you do, but if one of us respects one, the other one definitely doesn't because it's not mutual.
This describes the relationship on the show, I feel like.
Yeah.
Both of them
guess.
both of them are susceptible to this problem with their surroundings, and when together these problems will easily multiply.
Oh. Well, we do bring up a lot of issues on the show. It seems to multiply each week.
If they let each other be who they are, they might become an inspiration for us all, teaching us what a productive relationship really is.
So a productive relationship means not having any mutual respect. Or is that saying that if we overcome that?
Yeah, if
Either
we're able
way.
to overcome those,
Okay. Either way, we are an inspiration. I mean,
we're very inspirational.
we're the Greasy Monkey Show. Our underlying goal is to inspire, and I think we do that each and every episode.
Wow, that was a journey. There's like
That
10
was.
paragraphs to it too that I skipped over.
Wow, it goes into a lot.
The
of
way it's written
detail.
almost reminds me of those articles we found that I showed you that talked about celebrities and stuff, but it was like written in a foreign language. Oh, the Does Bruno Mars
yeah.
is gay one.
That's right. Does Bruno Mars is gay?
I can't take credit for that though. I saw that somewhere. But the other articles are funny too.
Right. I'd forgotten about that.
It's so funny the way it's written. I think one of them. How did the ending go for?
If the fans.
Oh, it was about him at the Grammys, right?
Right. It's like if his heart will flutter like a dove that soared gracefully.
No,
or
it's
something.
like his heart flew like a pigeon that. It's something beautifully. It's so bad. It's. I think. I can't remember it now. It's.
You know what?
His heart will flutter like a pigeon that flew beautifully, or something like that.
I'm gonna look this up.
You'll never find it. Anyways, this person obsessed with Bruno Mars doesn't speak a lick of English, it seems like.
Or they're not English to begin with, and the translation was all messed up. The rumor comes out: does Bruno Mars is gay?
Try to find the Grammys one.
Well, wait. I think isn't it all in the same one?
No, it's a different one.
Oh.
Oh, you're gonna make me look this up.
I'll try to find it.
The rumor come out.
Because yeah, mine's on brunomars.us/rumor come Bruno Mars gay.
What? All right, so you have to try to find the actual article.
I don't know where.
Oh, the site is brunomars.us.
Well, that's what I found, but it doesn't go to anything with the Grammys. or
Oh,
any
so you have to
related
click on
articles.
the author. This is it. Music's biggest night. Bruno Mars concert news.
It was okay. I saw that, and I didn't think that was it. But
Okay, let me just soak this in, listeners. If you're a big fan of Bruno Mars, you'll be very lucky. You will get a signature directly from the great singer. You can also feel how when yourself being on stage and sing along Bruno Mars, or maybe your feelings will fly hovering like a pigeon that flew beautifully. Take a good look, Bruno Mars, smile so beautiful, you would definitely feel how beautiful the world.
that was the best. You can also feel, comma, how when yourself being on stage and sing along Bruno Mars, comma, or maybe your feelings will fly hovering
Like a
pigeon that flew
When
beautifully.
we first read that, I could not stop laughing.
We could not stop laughing. That's when I lived in that the 3-story condo place. Do you remember that?
Oh yeah, yeah, I remember that
Yeah,
now. That might have been after one of the first Greasy Monkey shows, actually.
I think it was. I'm pretty sure it was. Oh
So that's
man.
what it is. Or
Now,
maybe your feelings will fly hovering like a pigeon that flew beautifully. We were kind
yeah.
of off. I said fluttering. Oh well.
Yeah, but it was hovering. You said you fly hovering. Like a pigeon. The most ungraceful looking bird is described as flying gracefully.
You'd think it'd be a dove or something like that, but no. A pigeon.
Nope, a pigeon. It's a pigeon.
Oh, anyways. So yeah, I just wanted to bring up the astrology thing. See what you were if you had
Yeah,
any
I don't
strong
put any
opinions on
stock.
that. Do you think
I
it's
don't have
weird?
a s-
Do you think that people that take it seriously that they're weird?
I don't think they're weird. I just think that
There's something wrong with them.
there's something just so messed up about them. No, I think that to each their own. If you believe in it, good for you. Me, it's not for me. On my own, I don't I don't look into astrology stuff.
You know what? I don't believe you. I think you follow it very closely. You watch the horoscope every day.
I should have listened. It told me that today I would come into contact with somebody that was a doubter. And look at you, you're the doubter.
What do you want to hear? Libra's horoscope for today?
Sure, lay it on me.
A gangster and bank robber Charles Pretty Boy Floyd destroyed mortgage papers in the banks, which made him popular in the public. That was not where I was expecting to go, just from the beginning.
Yeah, wait. Okay, so it's just the beginning of the
Yeah.
thing. Pretty boy gangster.
While you might be liked for some immoral choices, it is important to keep your own moral compass in mind and feel where the boundary of your guilt lies. Instead of listening closely and seeking stability within a relationship, seek stability within. Ask yourself how you feel about the treatment you receive and don't settle for what makes you feel unworthy or less confident.
Wow.
But what does that have to do with the first sentence?
I don't know. Well, the thing is that the gangster pretty boy whatever, he became popular because of his wrongdoings.
Right.
And so that's where it's saying people might like you for doing immoral acts, but stay true to your own moral compass. Don't fall for that.
Yeah, I know this is bull crap because it says Libra likes harmony, gentleness, sharing with others, the outdoors. You like none of those.
Oh yeah. I don't like harmony. I like chaos. I like
It should be the other way around. Libra dislikes violence, injustice, loudmouths, and conformity.
loudmouths. I just like to know which sign likes any of those things. If I dislike it, which sign likes it?
I don't know, man.
I like violence.
I love loudmouths.
And there's nothing that gets me more happy than conformity.
All right, well, that was entertaining for a couple minutes.
That was. We got to do a trip down memory lane, like, as gracefully as a pigeon hovers beautifully or whatever.
Oh, you already forgot it. Or maybe your feelings will fly hovering like a pigeon that flew beautifully.
Ah, there you go. See,
And I'm
look
going
at
to
that.
forget it like a week from now.
Yeah. And it'll circle back up in another episode eventually.
Yeah, 10 years down the line, we look it back up.
Yep. It'll still be there. Rumors out.
Rumor come out.
Rumor come out. Does Bruno Mars is gay? Good times.
All right. That's it.
That's
That's
it.
all I got.
We've
You
got
got
nothing else
anything?
to say.
Oh, wait. No. We got a comment.
Oh, all right.
Oh,
My
my
favorite
God.
part.
I got to pull this comment up now.
It's my favorite part.
I wasn't
always like-
prepared. It's going to take forever.
I always it's just really dragging this out.
Okay. Okay, so this is from Megan.
From Megan, we know her.
I don't know who that is. Okay. Looking for guests. I can't read. Can I start over there?
Yeah,
Can you give
start
me a
over.
restart?
Yeah. We restart right now. Go.
Can you edit that out?
Sure. I'm the editor.
Sweet. Looking for guests? Have I got an idea for you? Bits and I. Wow. I was definitely going to say that Danny is cooler, but then I got slighted for not listening. Slim Casey is the champ. I don't believe that.
Go me.
I'm hoping you can guys, that doesn't make sense. I'm hoping you guys can achieve your celebrity status of 30 subs. Maybe having a guest could make that happen faster. Winky face. The hamster story is definitely my favorite from this week's episode. I like to believe that hamsters can have high aspirations like becoming Willy Wonka. All right. I think you guys should start reviewing shows. I would love to hear your takes on different series like Bridgerton, GAATP. You know what that is?
Say it again.
No, JATP.
JAATP.
No, JATP. One A.
JATP.
I feel it's something popular, and I just can't remember it right now.
I could look it up real quick. Let's just see if I were to type into
Jazz at the Philharmonic.
Oh wait, really?
No, that's what it came up when I looked up JATP.
JATP show. Oh, Julie and the Phantoms.
I have never even heard of that.
She's told me about that show before. I'd never heard of it before, but Julie and the Phantoms.
Well, anyway, she just wants us to review shows, whatever is trending. Reviewing whatever you guys are watching, too, so long as it's cool, in parentheses. So we can't review something that you don't think is cool?
How will we know? Do we have to get it pre-approved?
Yeah, we have to approve. We have to run it by her.
Run it by the fans.
I don't know who this Megan person is, but who does she think she is to suggest what to do on her show?
You know, that is true. I'm pretty sure she's part of the who knows if it'll ever be manifested into reality, but the rival classy monkey show.
They'll never get this far and hear this.
You know,
never.
We'll see.
All right. Well, have you watched any other shows recently?
Well, because of Megan, I did watch the show Bridgerton.
I have no interest in watching that show.
I had zero interest from the start, but I will say it did develop into a show that I did get invested into. I wasn't overly invested, but it was entertaining.
It's like
enough.
a period piece, right? Is it like Downton Abbey or Downtown Abbey?
I've never seen Downton Abbey, but it's, I guess, that same time period. However, this one it has romance in it, but it also has like a sense of mystery. Not like a crime mystery. But
does it have everything? You know, action, adventure, drama.
Yeah, sci-fi. No, but it actually was a lot more entertaining than I thought it was going to be.
Right.
My roommate Jose, he also watched it.
Do you think I would like it if I watched it?
I don't know. I will say, like, the acting's fine in it. You know, you're probably not going to be a big fan of, like, all the romance parts. Like, that's what I think, like, all the, you know, most of the girls watching the show.
That's my favorite part.
Oh, well, then you'll love it. I was mostly invested just because you want to see how, I guess, the dramatic situations play out and how the issues that they face play out. But I also wanted to see, so like a main part of the show is who is this writer? It's almost like, you've heard of the show Gossip Girl?
Yes, I've never watched it though.
Right, I've never really watched it either, but it's apparently like this anonymous writer that goes by Gossip Girl in that show, but in this show it goes by Lady Whistledown. Writes gossip stuff about the different people involved in the show, and so like that's a big driving force between some of the people's motives. And
wait, so they're reading this?
So it's like this like weekly or bi-weekly letter or, you know, article that comes out, and it's about all the big events. Like it's all about high society British people.
I was about to say, it's kind of like what you do with celebrities.
Yeah. Except like it's somebody that is at these events, or at least seems to be at these events, because they like say these specific things that happen, but nobody knows who Lady Whistledown is. So part of the show is trying to figure out who that might be.
Okay.
So it's not like the biggest part of the show, but it is a big enough of a portion of the show that kept me kind of being like, all right, who is the one that's doing this? And then, seeing if you're right at the end. So I think that you'd enjoy that aspect of it. I don't know if you'd enjoy just watching it by yourself, but maybe.
Sounds stupid. No, I don't know. I'd have a hard time probably sitting down and watching that.
Yeah, it is only 8 episodes, but each episode I think is either like, I don't know if it's 45 or an hour. So.
The only show I've been watching recently is I don't know if I had talked to you about it, the Cobra Kai show.
Oh, you didn't tell me that, but that's the like kung fu crime fighting.
No,
it's
based on the Karate Kid.
Oh, I've never seen Karate Kid.
The first one's actually a classic in my opinion.
Yeah,
it's like an '80s classic, but the show is interesting because it takes the nostalgia from that like '80s movie and flips it, because the bad guy, it focuses on the bad guy from the first movie. And makes him like a likable character.
Okay.
So it flips the script. At some parts, it's absolutely ridiculous, like kids doing karate and stuff.
Right.
But I think the character development makes it good.
Okay. How many seasons is that at?
It's on season 3. It was one of the first shows on YouTube, Red.
Okay.
And then I think that got shut down and it moved to Netflix.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
So
no, I don't know. It's just something to watch.
Right. I did see it on there.
If you haven't seen the movie, it's not going to be as good then.
Right. I have not seen the movie, but if I ever do see the movie, then I will probably take a look at it, if I enjoy it.
Yeah, the karate stuff, I don't really care much about. It was like, oh, it's cool, karate. No, it's just it's interesting how they made, I guess, the bad guy.
Okay.
And developed him.
Right.
Yeah. I don't know.
Huh.
And it's funny at times too.
Gotcha. I mean, it's something that I'll have to keep an eye out on then, if I ever do watch.
Have you not seen The Karate Kid, man? It's a classic.
I don't know. I've never seen it. I've never watched it as a kid.
Around. Come on.
I'm sorry. Didn't they do a remake of that?
Yeah, with Jaden Smith and Jackie Chan.
Oh yeah.
Not nearly as good.
I wouldn't expect it to be, but
I saw that in theaters. I was in Chicago still.
Really? So you went to the new one to see it in theaters?
Yeah.
Wow, that was before you moved to Florida?
Yeah.
That doesn't seem like it was that long ago, but I guess it was. Wow.
Now you're making me question it. I'm pretty positive. I wouldn't go see that when I was down here.
You didn't see it like maybe when you were visiting Chicago?
No.
Huh. Interesting.
All right, well, thanks for the comment, random person on the internet.
Yes, thank you, Megan, for the comment. We do appreciate it, even though we do butt heads in terms of rivalry with you. We do appreciate your support. What rivalry?
We don't have rivals. If you ignore it, then they're not there.
That's true. And also, if we were to search YouTube, I don't think we'd see them there either.
That's a good point.
Burn, got her. But anyways, thank you, though, for leaving the comment. We do appreciate it. And we hope, even though we're rivals, you'll continue to leave comments.
I don't like the idea of having a rival come on as a guest, though.
That's true. At least not as the first. At least not as the first one. Maybe if we bring him on as, a prank. Or maybe like
get their hopes up.
Stir up some controversy. You never know.
We start fighting on the show.
We debate. So I don't know, maybe, but we'll see. First, they have to get their show up and going. If they're even serious about it.
The name is a complete ripoff. I'm not even going to address it. You know what? No.
Yeah.
The show's over.
That show is canceled. The idea is canceled. Well, that's all I have to say on the thing.
Yeah, that's all I have to say about that.
About celebrity news, about weird news, about comments, about astrology signs, about it all.
I'm bored. Let's end this.
All right. Yeah, I second that motion.
Okay. Well, whoever made it this far, thanks for listening.
Yes, thank you for listening. And I guess we'll see you next time, or talk to you next time.
No, you get it wrong every freaking time. It's talk at you next time.
Talk at you next time, not to you, because you don't respond. Talk at you. I should write that down somewhere. Sticky note.
Write it on your
on my
wrist
hand
or something.
Oh, okay. Never wash my hands. Sweet.
All right, man.
All right, everybody. Thanks for listening.
I will talk to you later, specifically.
And I'll talk to you later, specifically.
Yeah. All right. Have a good one. Not.
All right. Bye, guys.
Bye.